Ready to ride into fall? Hi, this is Tony Skifstrom at Border Bank. Whether it's an ATV for backwoods thrills or a truck built for bonfire season, Border Bank makes it easy to gear up with a consumer loan that fits your lifestyle. Fast decisions, competitive rates, hometown service that goes the extra mile. So don't just rake leaves, run them over. Apply today at borderbank.com or come visit with me at the bank. Border Bank, customer first, community focused. Member FDIC.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Hi, we're Jim and Bernie Berkemeyer, and we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join us on a Montreal, Quebec City, and the Canadian Maritimes tour, July 30th to August 9th. Experience picturesque small towns, as well as the historic cities along the Atlantic coast, as we use roads and rails on this Canadian adventure. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ, to request a brochure, to watch a travel show, and to book this tour.
Cooperation created the electric co-ops, and the co-ops banded together and answered the call. Today, a new generation of electric co-op members must again answer the call. We are the owners of the co-ops and are the fabric take care of ourselves, our neighbors, and our communities rises. Let it be known, it is time for this new generation to turn the lights on again, to ensure that the quality of life in all of the communities in which we live and work is improved. And when we live up to our purpose, we relight the American dream. Because we are the electric cooperative members of tomorrow, and our work has just begun.
Employees at Packaging Corporation of America have been producing quality paper for over a century. We understand our responsibility to the community, and we're honored to support the many needs and events occurring in the borderland. From providing donations to local schools and events, to supporting organizations meeting physical needs in our community, Packaging Corporation of America does more than make paper. We make a difference.
The unique strengths of Rainy River lie in the fact that you're going to be supported by faculty and staff, and you're going to be supported by the community.
You know all the professors by name, they all know you by name. We're not just a number, like we actually have a face to the name, which is honestly pretty good. I like it. I'm known, everybody else is known in the school. be here, especially being so far away from home.
Fall is a busy season for local businesses. New projects, fresh goals, and big ideas. At TrueStar, we understand what it takes to grow something real because we're right here with you. I'm Ryan Tamevi with TrueStar. Whether you're expanding your shop, upgrading equipment, or planning ahead, we're here to help you move forward with a business loan that fits. TrueStar Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA. Follow us on social media.
Ready to ride into fall? Hi, this is Tony Skifstrom at Border Bank. Whether it's an ATV for backwoods thrills or a truck built for bonfire season, Border Bank makes it easy to gear up with a consumer loan that fits your lifestyle. Fast decisions, competitive rates, hometown service that goes the extra mile. So don't just rake leaves, run them over. Apply today at borderbank.com or come visit with me at the bank. Border Bank, customer first, community focused. Member FDIC.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Hi, we're Jim and Bernie Berkemeyer, and we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join us on a Montreal, Quebec City, and the Canadian Maritimes tour, July 30th to August 9th. Experience picturesque small towns, as well as the historic cities along the Atlantic coast, as we use roads and rails on this Canadian adventure. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ, to request a brochure, to watch a travel show, and to book this tour.
Cooperation created the electric co-ops, and the co-ops banded together and answered the call. Today, a new generation of electric co-op members must again answer the call. We are the owners of the co-ops and are the fabric of the communities in which we live and work to take care of ourselves, our neighbors, and our communities' rises. Let it be known, it is time for this new generation to turn the lights on again, to ensure that the quality of life in all of the communities in which we live and work is improved. And when we live up to our purpose, we relight the American dream. Because we are the electric cooperative members of tomorrow, and our work has just begun.
Employees at Packaging Corporation of America have been producing quality paper for over a century. We understand our responsibility to the community, and we're honored to support the many needs and events occurring in the borderland. From providing donations to local schools and events, to supporting organizations meeting physical needs in our community, Packaging Corporation of America does more than make paper. We make a difference.
The unique strengths of Rainy River lie in the fact that you're going to be supported by faculty and staff, and you're going to be supported by the community.
You know all the professors by name, they all know you by name. We're not just a number, like we actually have a face to the name, which is honestly pretty good. I like it. I'm known, everybody else is known in the school. It makes it feel more comfortable to be here, especially being so far away from home.
Fall is a busy season for local businesses. New projects, fresh goals, and big ideas. At TrueStar, we understand what it takes to grow something real because we're right here with you. I'm Ryan Tamevi with TrueStar. Whether you're expanding your shop, upgrading equipment, or planning ahead, we're here to help you move forward with a business loan that fits. TrueStar Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA. Follow us on social media.
Ready to ride into fall? Hi, this is Tony Skifstrom at Border Bank. Whether it's an ATV for backwoods thrills or a truck built for bonfire season, Border Bank makes it easy to gear up with a consumer loan that fits your lifestyle. Fast decisions, competitive rates, hometown service that goes the extra mile. So don't just rake leaves, run them over. Apply today at borderbank.com or come visit with me at the bank. Border Bank, customer first, community focused. Member FDIC.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting.
It's okay, we're getting ready. Oh, there we go. We're back now. Hey, sorry for those of you tuning in on YourLiveEvent.com. Not sure what happened there, but we're going to get ready for the second half of action here. It's the Industrial Falls Broncos leading 43-17 over the Mesabi East Giants, looking to get a nice win as they prepare themselves for the upcoming first ever Blizzard Ball Classic basketball tournament here at Falls High School. They're going to be hosting teams like Big Fork, Lake of the Woods, and their down the road rival, Little Fork Big Falls. That's right. The Vikings are going to be coming over here to compete in the first ever basketball tournament here at Falls High School. Exciting stuff happening in the borderland, and now we're getting ready because, speaking of exciting stuff, it's almost time for the second half of basketball. Carter Lyon gets the ball inbounded by Kingston Jean. Broncos going right to left on your radio dial. And the all-purple home jerseys, Landon Budgers. Three-point basket off the outside rim. No good. That is going to be rebounded by Kramer, but that's going to lead to a jump ball. And they're going to award it to Mesabi East. Broncos keeping for the most part, they're a full court press against the Giants as they might have trying to get a pass down the court to Paisy. Paisy's surrounded by 2 purple jerseys. He's able to get it out to Saucedo. Saucedo already has 4 fouls in the game. He needs to be careful in the second half. Saucedo gets the handoff. He's going to try and go down the baseline, trying to bounce off of Bronco and have it go out of bounds, but instead it's going to stay inbounds and lead to a steal for National Falls. Kingston Dream, Euro step, up, no good, airs it, almost rebounded by either Kramer or Davenport, and that's going to go out of bounds. And it's going to be awarded to the Mesabi East Giants. So Broncos keeping that early aggression. Getting the ball is Eli Lehman. They eventually give it to Saucedo. Saucedo back to Lehman. Lehman gives it to Saucedo inside to Anderson. Anderson outside to Paisy. Paisy, his three-point basket's no good. Trying to cherry-pick Carter Line. He can't get a hand on the pass, and that's going to go out of bounds. Turned over to the Mesabi East Giants. Broncos lose the possession. They can't get the transitional points. They've been trying to cherry-pick to Carter Line all game long, and most of the time it does work. Carter Line, it looked like he might have been able to get a tip on that one, but Mesabi East makes it past half court, and Eli Lehman trying to drive to the basket. He started to lose control of the ball, and I think that led to a travel call. Nope, they're going to say it's against number 34, hip checking against Kyle Kramer. Kramer needs to be careful as well. He's got 3 fouls here today, but the Broncos doing a good job staying mostly disciplined. Actually, no, it was Carter Line. I thought that was a 3 he held up. It was actually a 2. Carter Line gets his first foul of the game. He pulls up for a 3 jumper from 17 feet. No good. Rebounded by Kramer. Kramer trying to pass it inside to Davenport. That's stolen away by Mesabi East. Mesabi East deep pass, and that's stolen by Kingston Jean. He's going to get tripped up, though, trying to cross half court and get the runaway, and that's going to be called against Mesabi East, number 22, Eli Lehman. Lehman limping a little. He's going to be subbed out. Lehman has 4 fouls after that one. So Broncos, they were doing really good in terms of penalties and not taking them. Kramer outside the line. Line finds Budrus. Budrus to the left of the arch. He's going to give it back to Carter Line to his right. Back to Budrus. Budrus finds Carter Line. Carter Line pulls the 3, and he's going to drain it. First points of the second half is going to be a 3-point basket by Carter Line, and Kingston Jean gets the steal. He's going to try and jump around, and jump around. That's going to be 2 for Kingston Jean. He's now got 9 points, almost in the double digits for scoring. Down the baseline, number 5, Elliot Budula, trying to drive to the basket, but his finger roll ends up hitting the back of the backboard, actually. Didn't have the right angle there. 48-17, Broncos lead, but Budula is going to be making a trip to the free throw line, and Kyle Kramer is given the penalty, his 3rd of the game. 2nd team foul of the half. Waiting to be subbed in, number 2, Jeremy Giddens, and number 5, Nick Anderson for the Broncos. First free throw by Budula is good. Budula, his first points of the game. Giddens comes in for Davenport, and Kramer comes out of the game, subbed in by Nick Anderson. Second free throw attempt, no good for Budula. So it's 48-18. Broncos with the ball. Trying to go for a 2-footer, but not able to make it in. That was attempted by number 24 of Mesabi East, Paisy. Giddens from the far side, able to get the pass out to Kingston Jean. Kingston Jean looking for someone to pass to. He's going to give it to Giddens. Giddens to Jean. Jean inside to Carter Line, back outside. Giddens back to Jean to Budrus. Over to Nick Anderson. Nick Anderson finds Giddens. He tries to go for a backwards pass, but that gets stolen away, and now we're going to get a penalty. They're going to call it against number 2, I believe, Jeremy Giddens. He gets his first of the game. First penalty of the game for Jeremy Giddens. Broncos lead by 30 on the PCA scoreboard. As Nick Anderson almost was able to get the steal. He couldn't keep it in play. I guess his foot stepped on the line, so Broncos not able to get the stolen possession. But, man, they've been already getting plenty of those throughout this game. We have just over 15 minutes left in this contest. As pump fake, Dougherty gets it stolen away. Carter Line's going to take it. And that's up and in. Carter Line, have yourself a day. He has 5 now in this second half of play. Broncos are up 50-18, trying to force that running clock and get out of here earlier. But what's not going to help is if number 24, Paisy, gets that finger roll. As he does, he now has 4 points in the game. It's now 50-20. Broncos lead by 30 still. Giddens from the point. Passes it to his right to Kingston Jean. Kingston Jean looks inside, no good, gives it back to Giddens. Giddens outside of the perimeter. Passes it to his left to Nick Anderson. Anderson from outside of the perimeter. Thought about driving inside. He's going to get stopped. Gives it to Carter Line, who pulls the 3 off the inside rim. Rolled over to the other rim. No good. Rebounded by Mesabi East. And Sauceto's going to get it knocked out of his hands by Kingston Jean. That's going to be still Mesabi East ball. They kind of lucked out there. Almost thought it was going to be another stolen possession by the Broncos. Doherty inbounds it to Sauceto. Sauceto gives it to number 24, Paisy. Paisy gives it to Sauceto under the basket, and he's going to get a jump ball called, and they're going to award it to the Inertial Falls Broncos. Kingston Jean inbounds it to Carter Line. Carter Line's going to be the one to take it up. Carter Line to his left to Budrus. Budrus back to Line. Line to Budrus. Budrus to Line. He's going to go for another 3-point basket. He didn't feel contested enough, so he decided to just go for it, and that's going to be rebounded by Mesabi East. They get across half court. Sauceto trying to pass it to his left to Doherty, but that's going to be knocked out of bounds by Nick Anderson, slowing down the drive. Doherty inside to Paisy. Paisy trying to find someone to pass to on the far side corner. He's surrounded by a bunch of Broncos, and that gets knocked out of his hands. Carter Line trying to go for the cherry pick. Up and no good, but I do think he's going to make a trip to the free throw line. Carter Line, 21 points here today. Just under 14 minutes left in the second half. That penalty was called against Budala, who gets his 3rd penalty. Carter Line, despite the success, he has been struggling from the free throw line. Currently, he is 1 for 4 in free throws. Trying to make it 2 for 5. Don't want to jinx it or anything, you know, broadcasters jinx, and he does make it. Maybe you got the opposite effect on that. Stolen away by Carter Line, and that's another jumper. Carter Line, my goodness. He might have as many steals as he has baskets. And so he's got 23 here today. As Giddens, no good, but McClanahan drains it from 3. Brennan McClanahan sniping it from afar. It's now 56-20. Broncos up by 36. Carter Line thought about maybe going for the open 3. Instead, it's McClanahan from the corner. No good. Rebounded by Carter Line. He's going to get the putback. No good, but he will get 2 from the free throw line. Foul against number 24, Paisy of the Mesabi East Giants, his 2nd of the game. Mesabi East, they have 2 players with 3 penalties and 2 with 4 of them. So, in a lot of foul trouble. Carter Line still struggling from the free throw line. Second one does go in, though. So far, just under 50% from the free throw line as Carter Line comes out of the game. Pablo Christensen comes into the game as Mesabi East trying to get a fast break going. They're going to give it to Aiden Anderson. Anderson's going to jump up. No good. Rebounded by Nick Anderson. Nick Anderson going to take it across half court for the Broncos. He passes it to his left to number 22, Camden Seegert. Back to Seegert. Seeger to Anderson. Anderson trying to find somebody to pass to. Thought about going to Giddens, but no good. Get back to Seeger. Seeger back to Anderson. 18 seconds to go. He's going to pull the 3, and he thought, you know what? Screw it. Let's do it. No good, though. Off the rim into the hands of Budala. Budala, deep pass across half court. Trying to get it to Aiden Anderson, and that's going to be a foul called, I think, against the Broncos. Yes, so Mesabi East still keeps the possession. Broncos, it's number 5, Nick Anderson, fouled, his 3rd of the game. Broncos only 2 players with 3 fouls, Kyle Kramer and Nick Anderson. Pisey trying to go for the jumper, going down the baseline. He gets it slapped, and I think that's going to be a shooting foul, so Pisey's going to take an opportunity at the free throw line for 2. I'm guessing that there was contact on the hand or arm on the swatted away shot, but Broncos strong defense underneath the basket. Pisey, first one is good. He's got 5 now. 2 fouls for Pisey. Leading scorer for the Giants is number 23. McClanahan gets the rebound after the second one is no good. Deep pass to Giddens. Giddens, far side corner, dribbles down the baseline, trying to get a pass. That's stolen away by number 23, Aiden Anderson. Now Mesabi East making a drive from the corner. Budala passes it inside to Pisey, almost loses it. He's able to get around. For a second, almost got the travel, but he made the smart call of stopping himself in his tracks. And McClanahan gets the rebound on the missed jumper. And now Giddens crosses half court. Gives it to Siegert. To his left, over to Nick Anderson. Back to Siegert. Siegert gives it to Pablo Christensen. Christensen finds Giddens. Giddens thought about going for the 3. Gives it to Siegert instead. Siegert to Christensen. Christensen looking for someone to pass to. Gives it to Siegert. Siegert from the point. He gives it to Giddens. Giddens pulls the 3. That's up. No good, though. Rebounded by Nick Anderson, though. He's going to go for a jumper from 10 feet, and that is going to be good for Nick Anderson of the Broncos. And so Nick Anderson gets 4 points now in today's game, and we're going to get a timeout called by Mesabi East, I believe. This timeout brought to you by Service Master of International Falls for a home professionally cleaned all year round. Call Service Master at 218-283-4475. Todd and Gretchen are going to take great care of you. And thank you to all of our sponsors for tonight. Don't forget, make sure you tune in after the game for our post-game player awards, our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game, as well as our Domino Pizza Player of the Game. Looking for a quick, easy, and affordable dinner? Then look no further than your local Domino's. With more than just pizza, Domino's is the perfect carry-out after the game or just on the weekend. Excuse me. Been talking so much, I'm not taking breaths here. With more than just pizza, Domino's is the perfect carry-out after the game, or you can even have it delivered. Great deals are always happening at Domino's. 283-3444. Make Domino's your lunch or dinner destination today. Timeout ended. Broncos lead 59-21 on the PCA scoreboard. Bringing it up is number 12, Dougherty. Gives it to Budala. Budala over to Pola. Pola finds Dougherty. Dougherty over to number 23, Aiden Anderson. And I think for a second, almost, I think got away with a kicking penalty. McClanahan to Siegert, over to Christensen, finds Giddens. Giddens inside of McClanahan, back outside. Giddens, pump fake on the 3. He's going to pull up down the baseline. Jumper no good in the hands of Aiden Anderson. Now we have 11 minutes left in half number 2. Broncos lead 59-21. Doherty crosses half court. His pass off the leg of his teammate Budala, and then gets it right back, and then he gives it to his teammate number 2, Alexander Pola, and he loses possession. That goes out of bounds. Now it's a Bronco ball. Siegert inbounds it to Christensen. Christensen's going to cross half court, for the Broncos. Gives it to Nick Anderson. Anderson to Siegert. Siegert to Giddens. Giddens to Pablo Christensen. Finds Nick Anderson. Anderson inside. Siegert's going to turn around. Jumper. No good. Rebounded by Aiden Anderson. No, Pisey. Pisey gives it to Saucedo. Saucedo crosses half court. He's going to pass it to Pisey. Pisey's going to go for a jumper. Airs it, though. Kept in bounds, though, by number 22. Great effort by Eli Lehman. And now Saucedo's going to try and get a pass to Lehman in the corner. That goes off the hands of McClanahan and goes out of bounds. Now, substitution. Siegert and McClanahan comes out of the game. Davenport and Kramer come into the game. Pisey gets the ball after it's inbounded. Bauman Jr. over to Lehman. Lehman pulls the 3, airs it though, and that's going to be rebounded by Jeremy Giddens. 10 minutes left in half number 2. Broncos lead 59-21. Giddens gives it to Nick Anderson. Anderson inside to Davenport. He's going to go for the jumper. Airs it, though. Rebounded by number 21, Saucedo. Saucedo is going to cross half court for Mesabi East. Goes to his right. Gets a screen. Passes it inside. Lehman unable to keep possession. That's stolen away by the Broncos. Kramer gives it to Pablo Christensen. Christensen's going to cross half court, gives it to Nick Anderson. He pulls the 3, and then airs it. Kramer tries to keep it in play. That's going to go into the hands of Aiden Anderson, though. He gives it to Saucedo. Saucedo crosses half court once again. He's going to go from the point, passes it to his left to Bauman Jr., and that's going to be out of bounds by Mesabi East, and Broncos get another stolen possession here. Mesabi East, another turnover. These have been killer against them. Andy Davenport, jumper, no good, rebounded by Pisey. Pisey gives it to Saucedo down the far side of the court. He's going to cross half court. Inside, Aiden Anderson. His jumper right underneath the net is no good, and Kramer was able to get the rebound, but he gets called for travel because he wasn't able to pass the ball before he stumbled on his feet. So Mesabi East get the ball right back after the travel was called against Kramer. Substitutions for the Broncos. Kingston Jean comes into the game. So does Landon Budgers. Oh, no, Carter Line, excuse me. Pass finds its way over to Doherty. Doherty over to Lehman. Lehman drives to the net, back outside of Doherty, trying to get it back inside to Lehman, but that's going to be knocked out of bounds by Kyle Kramer. Saucedo. And yes, I do believe it's supposed to be a running clock because Minnesota high school regulations do say that a score of over 30 means a running clock in the second half. So clock is running. Mesabi East needs to try and start scoring and bringing this lead down so they can stop the clock. Carter Line gets the ball after the rebound by the Broncos. Shot missed by Mesabi East. Carter Line to his left to Budgers at the point. Budgers to his left to Kingston Jean. Back to Budgers. Budgers finds Carter Line. Wide open with the 3. Carter Line with the 3-point basket. And now it is 62-21. Broncos lead on the PSA scoreboard as Mesabi East takes it across half court. Carter Line stays fired up here today. 27 points. Looks like they're trying to help him get to a 30-point game. Carter Line crosses half court with the ball. After the rebound, gives it to Budgers. Budgers back to Carter Line, over to Kingston Jean. Kingston Jean calling the play, gives it to the line, over to Budgers. Budgers, he's going to pull a 3-point basket off the near rim. Eventually goes in, and Landon Budgers has himself a 3. He's got 5 points here today. So now another 3-pointer for the International Falls Broncos, and apparently he has 7. I guess I missed one earlier. Pisey for Mesabi East. Bounce pass stolen away by Budgers. Budgers is going to take it coast to coast. He gives it to Carter Line. Carter Line with a jumper, and Carter Line 29 points. He is 1 point away from having himself a 30-point game in this dominant home game against Mesabi East. Kramer gets the steal. He's trying to cherry pick Landon Budgers, but he's going to scramble for it, fighting for the ball with number 22, Eli Lehman. And they share a moment of just like, oh, hey, yeah, no, it's all good. Sorry, man, didn't mean to run you over. That's okay. You're all competing here for the ball. And so Mesabi East from the point. Saucedo goes for the 3. No good. Rebounded by Budgers. Budgers with the ball. Passes up the court to Carter Line. Carter Line pulls up outside of the perimeter, gives it to Budgers from the point. Off the near rim, no good. Rebounded by Pisey. Saucedo from the point. Dribbles around, shades to his right, gives it to Budala on the handoff. Budala to Pisey. Pisey pulls the 3. No good. Rebounded by Kingston Jean. We're going to get a foul called. They're saying it gets Budala for pushing, and Budala, I believe, now has 4 penalties. Mesabi East now has 3 players in this game with 4 penalties. That is not a good look and not a good sign for Mesabi East here today. You risk 2 of your starters and 1 of your bench players who's been semi-productive being fouled out of the game. Kingston Jean from the point gives it to Carter Line. Carter Line thought about pulling it, decided to give it back to Jean. Jean back to Line. Line inside of Kramer. Kramer's going to try and go for the net. We're going to get a foul against Mesabi East, I believe. No charging called. They're going to say it was against number 24, Pisey. Pisey gets his third of the game. Kyle Kramer at the line for the Broncos. He has no points yet. He has a chance to get his first points of the game right here. And no good on the free throw. Kyle Kramer with the free throw. That's good. He gets his first point of the game, Kyle Kramer. And now we're getting another substitution coming into the game for the Broncos. Number 54, Landon Basaraba. 5 minutes left here. Running time. Mesabi East down 68-21 on the PCA scoreboard. Broncos dominant all throughout. Doherty trying to get around Carter line. He's going to hand it off to Saucedo. Saucedo driving to the basket, pass inside. He finds Pisey. Pisey's going to get up and in, and Pisey gets himself 2. He's now got 7 points today. Excuse me. I'm bad at math. That's my fault. Carter line takes the point. We're going to get a timeout called by Coach Anselmo of the Broncos, and this timeout comes with 4:29 to go on the clock. We're going to see if we're going to get a full change of the guard by the Broncos or not. But this timeout is certainly brought to you by Service Master of International Falls for a home professionally cleaned all year round. Call Service Master at 218-283-4475. Todd and Gretchen are going to take great care of you. And, of course, stay tuned for our post-game player awards, our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game, and the Domino's Pizza Player of the Game as well. And, of course, before the game, we had our pregame sponsors, our national anthem sponsor, brought to you by local VFW Post 2948. Join us for burger night and karaoke. And our Border Chevrolet GMC Keys to the Game sponsor. And then, of course, we are all live here from the Rainy River, Minnesota North College Press Box. Start your voyage at the Rainy River campus. Your future awaits you right here in your own backyard. Rainy River, Minnesota North College, 218-598-9300. Broncos with the possession as this timeout comes to an end with 4:29 to go. Again, running clock as it is indeed a change of the guard. Tough luck for Carter Line. He's going to stop with, he might finish the game with 29 points, just one short of the 30 as Pablo Christensen trying to get a pass over to number 42. Zeke Homier, but that went out of his hands and out of bounds, so that's going to be a turnover for the Broncos. Mesabi East gives it to Saucedo. Saucedo at the baseline, and then from one giant to another, Saucedo able to get a pass outside of the perimeter. He finds Bauman Jr. Bauman Jr. to Pisey. Pisey trying to find number 22, Eli Lehman, but that goes out of his hands and out of bounds. That's another turnover for Mesabi East. Substitution made coming into the game. Number 2, Alexander Pola. Pablo Christensen crosses half court, gets the pass to Basaraba. Basaraba inside, finds Homier. Homier with a shot. Homier, nothing but net! He gets 2 points here today, contributing to the win. It is 70-23. Turnaround jumper by Pisey is no good. Rebounded by the Broncos. We have over 3 minutes left. Homier with another one. Maybe, no good. Rebounded by Pisey. Pisey gives it to Saucedo on the near side of the court. He's going to spin around Christensen, but that's stolen away by Camden Seeger. Seeger with the fastball. He's going to get the finger roll. No good, though. Rebounded by Mesabi East, but the Broncos get the steal, and Homier comes up with it, gives it to Christensen. Pablo Christensen makes his way to the point, gives it back to Homier. Homier inside. He finds number 40, who ended up running into Mesabi East, Logan Nordby, and in his attempt to avoid a travel, ended up losing the ball. So away by the Giants. Pass inside. Pisey's going to try and go up off the top of the backboard. No good. Rebounded by the Broncos. Logan Nordby able to get the ball to Christensen. Over to Homier. Homier inside. Logan Nordby surrounded by 3 white jerseys. And that's going to be a jump ball called. 2 minutes left here in half number 2. Broncos lead 70-23 on the PCA scoreboard. What a way to go into a holiday weekend here with a big win against a conference opponent. So Broncos gonna be very cheerful, and as they get ready for the holiday tournament after this one. Corner three by Pisey is good, though. Pisey with 3. He is now the leading scorer for Mesabi East. Better late than never. He gets 10 points here today. Siegert to Christensen at the point. Back to Siegert. Finds Basaraba. Trying to get it inside to Logan Nordby. Recovered by Basaraba after the pass was tipped away. Pablo Christensen trying to pull the 3. Instead, going to pass it inside off the foot of Pisey and right into the hands of Lehman. Lehman gives it to Saucedo. Saucedo to Pisey from the corner. That's another corner 3. My goodness. Catch fire, but a little too late there to catch fire in this game. Zeke Homer over to Christensen from the point. Gives it to Seeger. Seeger stolen away. No, we're going to have a jump ball, actually, with a minute left to go. This is going to suck away a lot of the time that we have left here in half number 2. Broncos coming away with a win, 70-29, as we now are under a minute left here. Saucedo gets the ball. He's going to cross half court at around 52 seconds. Gives it to Lehman. Lehman from the right side of the arch gives it to Budala. Budala finds Doherty. Doherty inside of Pisey. We're going to get a foul against Logan Nordby. I think it's going to be on the ground, though. And Pisey's going to toe the line for the free throw attempts. Logan Nordby gets his first foul of the game, 17th foul of the half, as Pisey is at the line looking to try and reach 30 points here. 30 seconds to go. Pisey's up and in. He's got 11 now. 2 for 3 in free throws for Pisey. Second one is in. 3 for 4 now for Pisey, and apparently they stopped the clock. Basaraba trying to go for a jumper. Logan Nordby throws it out. That's going to be aired, and Broncos unable to get any more points before the end of the game, but either way, they're going to come away with a huge win over Mesabi East. And final score on the PSA scoreboard, the Broncos 79, the Mesabi East Giants 70, and the Mesabi East Giants 20. Hey, we're going to get ready for our post-game show here. Of course, you're listening to Lakes Country 104.1 KSDM, as well as on yourliveevent.com. Broncos huge win here today to go into the weekend. We'll be back after the break. You are listening and watching on Lakes Country 104.1 and the Bear and yourliveevent.com from the Rainy River, Minnesota North College Press Box.
Wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Hi, we're Jim and Bernie Berkemeyer, and we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join us on a Montreal, Quebec City, and the Canadian Maritimes tour, July 30th to August 9th. Experience picturesque small towns, as well as the historic cities along the Atlantic coast, as we use roads and rails on this Canadian adventure. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ, to request a brochure, to watch a travel show, and to book this tour.
Cooperation created the electric co-ops, and the co-ops banded together and answered the call. Today, a new generation of electric co-op members must again answer the call. We are the owners of the co-ops and are the fabric of the communities in which we live and work to take care of ourselves, our neighbors, and our communities' rises. Let it be known, it is time for this new generation to turn the lights on again, to ensure that the quality of life in all of the communities in which we live and work is improved. And when we live up to our purpose, we relight the American dream. Because we are the electric cooperative members of tomorrow, and our work has just begun.
Employees at Packaging Corporation of America have been producing quality paper for over a century. We understand our responsibility to the community, and we're honored to support the many needs and events occurring in the borderland. From providing donations to local schools and events, to supporting organizations meeting physical needs in our community, Packaging Corporation of America does more than make paper. We make a difference.
The unique strengths of Rainy River lie in the fact that you're going to be supported by faculty and staff, and you're going to be supported by the community.
You know all the professors by name, they all know you by name. We're not just a number, like we actually have a face to the name, which is honestly pretty good. I like it. I'm known, everybody else is known in the school. It makes it feel more comfortable to be here, especially being so far away from home.
Fall is a busy season for local businesses. New projects, fresh goals, and big ideas. At TrueStar, we understand what it takes to grow something real because we're right here with you. I'm Ryan Tamevi with TrueStar. Whether you're expanding your shop, upgrading equipment, or planning ahead, we're here.
And also, thank you for tuning in on YourLiveEvent.com. Industrial Falls Broncos get a big win here at home, 70-29 over the Mesabi East Giants, heading into the weekend. And what a game they had. Carter Line 1 point away from having himself a 30-point game with great efforts from Kingston Jean and Brennan McClanahan. Each of them having big points and big moments throughout this game. What a game by the Broncos here today to get ready for the weekend. And, of course, Carter Line, your Domino's Pizza player of the game, and your Enbridge Energy player of the game, Kingston Jean. But I also got to make it a co-award for Brendan McClanahan as well. 2 huge 3-point baskets to finish with 8 points after another basket from shorter distance as well. So good for him, man. Draining it from long distance. What a game for McClanahan, and what a game for the rest of the Broncos as well. And another quick update before I go and grab our players of the game. The barn burner continues for the border battle over in Fort Francis for boys hockey. Zegwin Smith tied up the game after the Muskies were down 3-2 after the first period. And then the Muskies would kill off a 5-on-3, and then Spring Jackson Grimmard coming out of the box for a breakaway power play goal as the Falls had Baldwin in the box late in the 5-on-3. And then Fort would end up taking the lead on that play, 4-3. And right after that, the puck would slide all the way down to Keaton Cooper in the Muskies net in the final seconds. And he didn't cover it, but instead he decided to play the puck forward, which went right into the possession of Anthony Yerxa in the right circle, who ended up rifling it home with 0.1 second left on the clock to tie the game 4-4. What a game over in Fort Francis right now. I'm sorry that we guys can't broadcast it. We're having some technical difficulties, but Joey Payer, shout out to him. He's doing an awesome job of giving me these updates, and so stay tuned for more of them and that report on Monday, but it's not going to be me because I'm going on vacation. Now, let me go get those players of the game. We'll be back after the break on Lakes Country 104.1 KSTM and YourLiveEvent.com.
That fits. TrueStar Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA. Follow us on social media.
Ready to ride into fall? Hi, this is Tony Skifstrom at Border Bank. Whether it's an ATV for backwoods thrills or a truck built for bonfire season, Border Bank makes it easy to gear up with a consumer loan that fits your lifestyle. Fast decisions, competitive rates, hometown service that goes the extra mile. So don't just rake leaves, run them over. Apply today at borderbank.com or come visit with me at the bank. Border Bank, customer first, community focused. Member FDIC.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Hi, we're Jim and Bernie Berkemeyer, and we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join us on a Montreal, Quebec City, and the Canadian Maritimes tour July 30th to August 9th. Experience picturesque small towns, as well as the historic cities along the Atlantic coast, as we use roads and rails on this Canadian adventure. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ, to request a brochure, to watch a travel show, and to book this tour.
Cooperation created the electric co-ops, and the co-ops banded together and answered the call. Today, a new generation of electric co-op members must again answer the call. We are the owners of the co-ops and are the fabric of the communities in which we live and work to take care of ourselves, our neighbors, and our communities' rises. Let it be known, it is time for this new generation to turn the lights on again, to ensure that the quality of life in all of the communities in which we live and work is improved. And when we live up to our purpose, we relight the American dream. Because we are the electric cooperative members of tomorrow, and our work has just begun.
Employees at Packaging Corporation of America have been producing quality paper for over a century. We understand our responsibility to the community, and we're honored to support the many needs and events occurring in the borderland. From providing donations to local schools and events, to supporting organizations meeting physical needs in our community, Packaging Corporation of America does more than make paper. We make a difference.
The unique strengths of Rainy River lie in the fact that you're going to be supported by faculty and staff, and you're going to be supported by the community.
You know all the professors by name, they all know you by name. We're not just a number, like we actually have a face to the name, which is honestly pretty good. I like it. I'm known, everybody else is known in the school. It makes it feel more comfortable to be here, especially being so far away from home.
Fall is a busy season for local businesses. New projects, fresh goals, and big ideas. At TrueStar, we understand what it takes to grow something real because we're right here with you. I'm Ryan Tamevi with TrueStar. Whether you're expanding your shop, upgrading equipment, or planning ahead, we're here to help you move forward with a business loan that fits. TrueStar Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA. Follow us on social media.
Ready to ride into fall? Hi, this is Tony Skifstrom at Border Bank. Whether it's an ATV for backwoods thrills or a truck built for bonfire season, Border Bank makes it easy to gear up with a consumer loan that fits your lifestyle.
Welcome back to the Rainy River, Minnesota North College Press Box on Lakes Country 104.1 KSTM, as well as on YourLiveEvent.com. Joining me, I have our three stars of the game here, Carter Lyon, Brendan McClanahan, and Kingston Jean of the Interstate Falls Bronco boys basketball team. Pretty fun win going into a weekend and going into a holiday week as well. How you guys feeling after this one?
Very good.
Yeah, I'm happy because it's Friday and now we get to go on Christmas break.
It's really nice. It is really nice to finally get one. To get another one, yeah.
And this is kind of that last game before Christmas break, and you get to enjoy yourselves before having to get back at it.
Yeah. Kind of. We have a Christmas tournament here, actually, but we're ready for it.
Yeah. And yeah, we play Monday in Two Harbors as well. So we got a game on Monday.
Yeah. So with all this like fun, festive stuff going on, how are you guys trying to stay focused on these games that remain?
Well, we know Two Harbors is a pretty good team. They've shown it in the scoreboards. So we know that we got to stay locked in, and it's nice to run up the score on a team like this so we can get some momentum moving into the next game.
Absolutely. Yeah, and Carter Lyon leading all scorers with 29 points here today, one short of 30. And I know you had a call out you wanted to make on both YouTube and also on the radio.
Coach Joe Anselmo. Every time I get close to passing his career high in points, he pulls me out of the game. And I say, Joe, it's just because I'm going to pass you. No. That's always what he says. Every time. He just tells me that I need to get it sooner.
You know, ironically, I was just about to say that. Maybe you just got to score 30 points sooner in the game.
Yeah. Well, maybe if I keep like pestering him about it, he'll let it happen eventually.
Maybe. Either way, still, obviously, big performance to help lead the team to a big win against Mesabi East. And Kingston Jean, I know you got to call out Coach, and I got to call you out because you had an opportunity for a big throwdown, man. And so what happened? Walk me through that moment.
I honestly forgot who passed it to me. I just know I was going for it no matter what. I didn't care who stepped under there or what was going to happen. I was just trying to throw it down, honestly.
I'm not gonna lie, you got me so excited because I saw you go up, and I'm thinking at first you were just gonna go for just like a little finger roll or something, and then all of a sudden I see you still going. I'm like, he's about to throw it down. Wait, this is yam time, and then, man, I felt so disappointed, man. But what?
I jumped a little too far.
A little too far. Okay. Yeah. So what's it gonna take to get it the next time then?
Hyper student section. They're quiet. They need to be louder.
I'll throw him a lob for the next one.
Yes, I could dunk off a lob way better, especially if it's from Carter.
Okay. And Brendan McClanahan, a sniper from outside of the arch. How are you so confident from shooting those threes?
Well, at the beginning of the season, the three was not there. And so it took a little bit to get the confidence back. And then I had a couple in the previous games when it mattered a little bit more and we weren't running up the score. And so when I see one fall, it keeps rolling.
Absolutely. And so I know a lot of earlier games this season, you guys were falling just a little short in a lot of tight contests. And so what made this game different, and what is it that we need to take from this game going into the rest of the season?
Not coming out flat. Coming out flat and digging ourselves a hole early always kills us because we always put on like that run later on. But when we come out flat and start down in a hole, it just makes it harder to come back.
And coming out with energy and playing as a team as a whole. I feel like last year and the years prior, we've had a lot of individual play, and everybody just wanted to score, and we need to learn our roles and collectively play as a team, and we did that here and won by 40. So.
Absolutely. And, of course, looking ahead to the future, right before New Year's, you guys have the first ever holiday tournament here in the Falls, and you have an opportunity to play against Little Fork Big Falls for the first time this year, as well as an opportunity of a rematch against Lake of the Woods. And so how are we preparing for that? Obviously, you're going to be coming off of some festivities. It's going to have a little bit of eggnog still in the system.
Don't eat too many cookies over the holiday. Keep it to a minimum.
Yeah, stay active, go to the gym, do something. Don't just sit there and, I don't know, just take a nap.
You're a big fan of the peanut butter cookies?
Yeah, I like the peanut butter cookies that my mom makes. They're pretty good.
Okay. And McClanahan, you?
I think that we need to come out firing for Little Fork because we haven't won a game against them in 4 years, something like that. So we want some revenge for sure.
Absolutely. I was actually asking what your favorite Christmas cookie is.
The one with like either the jam or like the cherry in the middle.
Oh, that's not the best one. What? No, it's the one that it's like the cookie curls up around the Reese's peanut butter cup. That's the best one.
I love when my grandma makes those.
I like those. I like those.
I know the one with
like
the
a
Hershey
cookie. It's like a cookie and then like push a Reese's peanut.
I did not expect to start a cookie debate here. But any before we wrap this up, any special shout outs you guys want to give out on YouTube and on the radio?
Yeah, my parents for sure. They always support me, so I appreciate it.
I want to shout out my mom and dad for showing up every game. Honestly, it means a lot to me.
Hi, Mom.
Well, thank you guys for your time. Best of luck as the season goes on. Best of luck as you wrap up 2025. And happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and Happy New Year.
Thank you as well.
You too.
And that has been our live broadcast of some International Falls Broncos varsity boys basketball taking on the Mesabi East Giants. Final score once again, 70-29 on the PCA scoreboard. And I got to make sure I catch them before they leave because I still need to get them their free pizzas, being the players of the game. And once again, thank you guys so much for tuning in for our live broadcast. This is Augie Schmidt live on Lakes Country, 104.1 KSM, as well as on yourliveevent.com from the Rainy River, Minnesota North College Press Box.